All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone. Salutations to the elect out there. All right, I want to do a quick lesson going into this young lady. All right, the title of the video says that she's living without her, reproductive, part. That just states right there. And you see, the Lord has power to cause people to be born like this. Let's or be born with, such defects. Let's start with this scripture. This is in Exodus 4:11. It says, "And the Lord said unto him, Who have made man's mouth, or who maketh the dumb, or the deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord?" You see, so the Lord calls people to be how they are, to have such conditions. Even in her situation, the Lord caused this to happen unto her, for her to be born without without that, like it says in the video, the title of the video. All right, let's play some of the video. And then we'll get another scripture. Let's play. All right, let's start it. Let me turn the sound up. All right, let's start the video.
I was born without pretty much all of my vagina. I was just so humiliated and embarrassed by it. I didn't feel like a woman.
I remember when you were first diagnosed. That was really hard. But I'm really proud of you.
It's part of who I am. It is my story. I don't want to pretend that it's not me. It is me. My name's Emily, I'm 22, and I was born with Mayer-Rokitansky-Kuster-Hauser syndrome, or MRKH for short. It's 1 in 5,000 women born with it. It means that I was born without a uterus and a fully formed vagina. I've got both ovaries that hopefully are healthy, but I won't be able to find that out for a few years yet.
All right, and you see that's the power of the Lord. Let's get another scripture. You see the Lord wounds. Let's get this. I wound. All right, this is let's get this precept. Not wood, wound. All right, this is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, "See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill, I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hands." You see? Let's go and get that word wound. Let's look up the word wound. All right, let's see. Let's scroll down. This is, let's see. The word wound. All right, here we go. Wound. All right, let's get the meaning of it. All right, here we go. It's in the Greek.
Strong's H 4272. Machetz. Machetz.
Mahex. Mahex. All right, let's see. It says, wound, smite through, piece, strike through, pierce through, dip, wound, dip. Let's see. To wound severely, you see, and the Lord wounded her. How? By letting her be born without a uterus, or a partially developed uterus, or whatever. You see? All right, it says, let's see. Yeah. It says destroy. The Lord, basically destroyed her womb by making it not fully functional. You see? All right. And there you go. Let's continue to play some more of the video. All right. That was Deuteronomy 22 and 39. Let's continue the video. And that's the Lord. The point is that he can wound people. And as you can see, her private part is wounded. You see? She can't have any kids.
16, I just got told, you have this condition called MRKH. When I found out, it was really tough. I was just so humiliated and embarrassed by it. I didn't want people to judge me. I didn't feel like a woman. When I was 16, I started going through the treatment of dilation. Making a vagina out of that is just so tough. And for me, it's really painful. It's embarrassing. I ended up having what's called the Vecchietti procedure. And what they do is they kind of put a device on your abdomen and use traction to, pull up and create a canal. Excruciating and really, really horrible. But that was when I was 17. And since then, I've not needed to do any more treatment. You think, well, I must be the only person in the world and you don't find anybody else. Eventually I did. There's a whole community of people. That's really helped build my confidence and know that I want to talk about it a bit more.
So I remember when you were first diagnosed, that was really hard. Not understanding much about it. You think you're the only person going through it, don't you? But I'm really proud of you now.
So I'm going to be talking to Charlie today. She's got MRKH too. Just talk to her about what her fertility journey was and then, ask for some advice. I know my options kind of mainly are IVF and surrogacy or adoption. It's good to find out more about someone that's looked at it and learnt about it a bit more, because you can read about it, but until you hear from somebody else what they've experienced, I think that's the best way to learn about it and know what's coming, really. I'm really glad I can speak to you. I just wanted to know a bit more about your journey and what you went through.
I was diagnosed actually 20 years ago this summer. It was kind of strange those first kind of few years after the diagnosis, not really knowing how to kind of process it. I'd found more information back in my 20s rather than diving straight in, because I was so worried about it taking a long time, which it does, but I was so worried about that I think I kind of lost sight of what I wanted.
I think there is a lot to consider, but as you said, I don't want it to take over my life stressing about, am I going to have children, how am I going to have children, but I think it's just learning stuff early so I can know what to expect.
I think trying to be patient with yourself and not comparing your journey to others in that kind of way, and just thinking that this is my path, I'm on my journey, you are not alone.
Thanks so much for talking to me today. I really appreciate all the information and advice you've given me. Thanks, Charlie.
Okay.
Bye. How did it go? Yeah, it was good actually. As Charlie said, I don't want it to take over my life thinking about having children, because I'm in my 20s, I've got to live my 20s. I need to be thinking and living in the moment. I realise how lucky I am that I got diagnosed when I am, because there's so much more support available now than there was back when she was diagnosed 20 years ago. Just because you can't have kids or people think that women should have kids doesn't mean that it is the be all and end all.
So you can tell how far Emily's come in the fact that she wants to share this potentially with the world, and I'm really proud of her for that.
It's part of who I am. It is my story. I don't want to pretend that it's not me. It is me. Cheers.
Yeah, it is her, because the Lord made her like that. All right, let's get
Calling all deal masters. What if your next speaker?
Let's get another scripture, then we'll close out. You see, the Lord makes people how He wants to. You see, He forms man's mouth. He makes them have her condition. The Lord does whatsoever He pleases. You see, all right, let's close out with the scripture. You see, even Sarah knew, Abraham's wife, even she knew that the Lord caused her not to have any kids. All right, let's get this. All right, let's see. All right, where is it? All right, now this is Genesis. All right, let's see. Genesis 16. Let's see. All right, Genesis 16 and 1. It says, now Sarah, Abraham's wife, bare him no children, and she had an handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. You see? So Sarah could bear Abraham no children. Verse 2, it says, and Sarah said unto Abraham, Sarah said unto Abraham, the Lord have restrained me from bearing. You see? He says, I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abraham hearkened to the voice of Sarah. So you see, the Lord restrained her from bearing. You see, the Lord can cause a woman not to be able to have any kids. All right, I'll end the lesson here. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rekak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. All right, Shalom.